Welcome. Today, we reflect on self-development and how learning from others shapes who we become. In one teaching shared on Great Dharma Drum, Master Sheng Yen reminds us that perfecting the self is not a single achievement, but a lifelong journey. This journey unfolds in 3 stages: affirming the self, developing the self, and ultimately, dissolving the self. To affirm the self does not mean to praise ourselves blindly. It means to understand ourselves honestly, to recognize our strengths without arrogance and our weaknesses without shame. When we see ourselves clearly, we begin to grow. But self-development does not happen in isolation. If we only look inward, we miss one of life's greatest teachers: other people. To truly develop ourselves, we must learn to see the strengths and shortcomings of others, not to judge them, but to understand ourselves more deeply. In our families, a husband learns when he recognizes his wife's strengths. A wife grows when she sees her husband's good qualities. Parents, too, have much to learn from their children. Children may not teach us through books or words, but through patience, through honesty, and through the way they respond to life. In this way, children become our teachers, simple, sincere, and without pretension. Learning does not stop at home. Every person we meet, from every walk of life, has something to offer. The great teacher Confucius once said that there is always something to learn from others. He asked questions freely, observed carefully, and even learned from farmers in the fields. True wisdom begins with humility. As we learn from others' strengths, we must be mindful of their shortcomings, not to criticize, but to reflect. The faults we see in others can serve as mirrors, reminding us not to repeat the same mistakes. In close relationships, demanding change from others often leads to conflict, but changing ourselves, that leads to growth. When advice is not accepted, tolerance becomes our practice, and tolerance itself is a powerful form of self-development. Spiritual practice, then, is never finished. There is no final destination. We continue to learn. We continue to reflect. We continue to improve. By learning from others' good qualities, by avoiding repeated mistakes, and by walking this path with humility and compassion, we quietly transform ourselves. Thank you for listening. May your journey of learning never end.